summertime and wedding season is in full effect, but you know what that means. Time to empty out our bank accounts. According to a recent survey from American Express, guests are expected to spend an average of $539 per wedding this year, and that's up 59% from 2012. We're also learning that a record number of bridesmaids and best men are turning down being in wedding parties now because it's just too expensive. But is it okay to say no to your friends? I think it is. I think the average wedding now costs $30,000, and I think that the 500 number is very low. What do you think?
I agree. I have a maxim: the divorce should match the wedding. So if you're going to go have a destination wedding on the beach in linen, the divorce has to be on a beach in linen, because I don't understand showy weddings. And I want to ask Kimberly this, because you've been married and unmarried 5 times. What happens to the massive...
For real, that's not true, because everyone writes me on Twitter. It's only twice.
What happens to the massive wedding albums? We have all these pictures. Where do they go? Is there a divorce dump where everybody goes and drops off these giant things? You know what I mean?
Kimberly's got a library full of them.
So you still have it?
Yeah.
But you don't look at it.
Well, when I move, I do.
Yeah.
And you get angry?
You
no,
put
I don't
all
get
5
angry.
of them up there?
No, I had both weddings were very nice. One destination and one in church. Very lovely, lovely memories.
Destination should be City Hall.
Can I say one thing here? I got married once, and I'll never get married again. And the wedding cost $175,000, and my wife's father walked away from it, and I had to pay for it. Now,
what cost that much? How much
it was
cocaine?
Like it
was a cocaine cake.
We didn't include that.
No, that was stripper came out of the no.
At the wedding. That's why
they had a 400 sit-down dinner. It was ridiculous, and the guy got mad and walked away.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
See, I had a funny wedding. O'Reilly got me a great gift for the wedding, but
that's surprising.
On my wedding day, 2 hours before I go to the church, and I'm getting dressed in my tuxedo, and I get a phone call. And it's from Bill O'Reilly's assistant. Oh, no. And she says, Jesse, Bill would like to speak to you now. Do you have a minute? And I said, okay. So a second later, the phone rings again, and I said, hello. He said, what, it's O'Reilly. How you doing, man? I said, pretty good. About to get married, Bill. What can I help you with? He goes, listen, a little chaos here at the house with the kids. Not going to be able to make it to the church, but I'm going to be there for the reception, all right? So you see me there. And I said, Bill, thank you for letting me know. It's very kind of you, and you know, I'll definitely see you there.
Is that hilarious or what?
I mean, I love the guy to death. That was a great call.
$539. I just went to Finley's wedding, and it cost me like $2,000, and I didn't give him money.
I think that's a low cost. Yeah, I think if you have to fly across the country or fly to a destination wedding to see your friends, the ticket alone is at least $300, $400. Not to mention you have to get a gift. And what was interesting to me is that the men are actually spending more than women to go to these weddings.
I'm not surprised.
Isn't that amazing?
You know, my wife's wedding dress cost about $18,000, and she wore it one time, and they put it in a bag up in the attic.
No, I just think that these are getting ridiculous. I mean, there was a Huffington Post reader who wrote into the Huffington Post about how she went to a wedding, and the bride then wrote her later saying that her $100 cash gift was cheap, and that she needed to pay for her own wedding reception, and therefore people who attended this wedding should pay more.
So
a
wedding is not.
Can't afford.
It's not a fundraiser.
Not a fundraiser.
It's supposed to be about.
Only Italians do that.
And you know, if I was the groom there, and my wife started complaining about the cash gifts directly after the wedding, time to hit the road.
Do what
I do.
That's a red flag.
If you want to do a favor to all your friends, I got married at City Hall. Was in line, and they had a Christmas tree and a Kwanzaa tree or a Kwanzaa bush. I'm not sure what it was at the time, but it was a beautiful ceremony in a tiny office.
All right.
Okay,
we gotta go. We gotta go.
Now, I'd say one thing about the Italians.
Bob, we know you're getting married this weekend, but we gotta go.
No, I'm not.
One more thing is up next.
It's a civil union.
Yes.
Come on in, if you really want it.